All right, man. Hopefully we can get some folks on here. Oh man, did we lose it? Super bummed. All right, man. So we're trying to. Are we back? We got do we have sound now? I'm trying to get the chat down. See if this will work. Sweet, sound is back. Awesome. Sorry about that, guys. I really I don't know what happened. And then YouTube on my end is all messed up. So we're getting ready to put upper links on. So I was trying to, I'm going to get a little, hang on. I'm going to get a little paper towel real quick. So what I do, and I'll show you on the next one, because like the upper links, you got to put on with a, a screw and a nut, right? So we'll do the other one. We'll get the other one in. If I can get it on here. So what I'll do is, man, okay. I get my nut on my pliers or tweezers or whatever you want to use, and then I actually take some purple Loctite, put it in the screw hole, hold it, because I'm not gonna, I don't plan it, I know where these things are gonna be. I'm not gonna adjust anything. When I first put things together, a lot of times I won't do it, if I'm gonna go tune and change things, because I'm probably gonna pull it back apart. But this, I know how this thing works, and you get your upper links on. We got lower links, upper links. These things are Steve's links are so good, and you can see how these double bends come up in here, and you can't. You're not gonna be able to go use this plate in there with his links. So I don't use this anyways. So not a huge deal. So we've got links on this thing already. Look at that, coming together, looking clean, fresh. We will, I think we'll do, since we're here, get my shock spacers over here. I feel like I dropped one, which means it'll probably be missing forever. Or I'll find it like a year later. Oh, man. Okay. So, let's see. I want to see if I can get the chat back up, because I don't know why this thing's not working. Let me try one more thing, guys. Sorry. Losing the all right. No. Man. Hopefully we can. It will not let me go back in there. Man, come on. Bummer. Okay. I can't see the chat now. Okay. Is what it is. All right. I will try to get back to it. So, we were using, because I forgot where I had everything mounted, and I was like, ah, bummer. See where I got these rear shocks. Okay. These are... I think we can get away with this, right? Had a wide one, I think, in the back. Okay, so shocks. We are going to do probably, I think you can get away with 10s. If not, I've got 12s and I got 14s. So that way we can. So I feel like we don't need this wide one on there. Get them in there, get them started. This guy we had up in here. I'm probably gonna actually go to 12s on these, so let's pull them out. So little guy started making. Their hardware's so nice. I use it on all the kits. They started making 12s and 14s. I mean, they got 14 millimeter long too. Oh, so this is a little guy comp frame that we were putting together. Initially on the Innovate truck that we built. So this truck, if you've ever seen it, it was on Little Guy's website. They use it on some of their stuff. I initially built the truck. It was a test bed for a lot of different stuff that I was doing, a lot of different shocks, a lot of different axles, and decided it had a gray chassis. And so we stole the Spider 9s, Lynx, all that stuff out of there. And I wanted to do the black and gold theme on it, keep all that going together. So we are here. If anybody's never done a little guy chassis, you can see how one goes together, and see all the instructions are insane. They color code all their hardware for you. So nice. I mean, it makes putting one of these together pretty simple, like super simple. So yeah, 12 millimeter screw goes through, is perfect in the back, I think, with their spacers. So these are actually Injora stainless spacers. So they give you printed spacers, with all their printed components. You can get they give you the printed shock spacers too. So it's pretty sweet. And this truck may end up getting a different set of shocks again too. I've used, I think I said used the Hot Racing 40 millimeter big bores on it before. Those work decent. I was happy with how that kind of went together. And then what else? We used the little guy shocks, hard park shocks. I really like the kit with the hard. What's funny is the hard park shocks. If you guys never seen them, they work really. This is an Eliminator chassis for my daughter, right? This has the hard park shocks. They are so cool. They have the carbon spinner and stuff. These tend to work really, really good with this chassis. I don't know. I tried a bunch of different shocks. That thing works the best with that. So yeah, we are almost at the end for this thing. We're gonna get the front kind of together. and then we'll show you where we're at. Let's see. All right. So we are going to let's get the lowers in. Or we'll get the lowers in first. If I can get my hands out of the way. So lowers, like I said, all color coded. The lowers are all green. So in the green is a 1.4 by 10. And, you know, you got to get all your hardware in the kit. We've got our 1.4 by 10 here. And they're going to get it in here. So nice. I feel bad we lost audio. I feel bad we're gonna have to go complain to YouTube, right? No, it's probably my fault somehow. Oh, you got a TRX 4M? Ah, cool. So a lot of these, you know, chassis kits all go together, you know, pretty similarly. These are the little guys are a little bit different. But like, you know, if you end up doing an aftermarket chassis anywhere, I would say for the 4M stuff, the DBRC chassis dynamics, theirs are by far, I think, the nicest for the 4M. And we got a couple of those. If you want, go check out our, we just did a video. We just released the one on the King Snake. Those things are wicked cool. Love them. Have two of them now. And they are just line slayers. I mean, line slayers. Yeah, and Davey Brooks, who is the guy who owns DBRC, super cool guy, really thought out. He has, you know, a couple different chassis. We have two of the King Snakes. We have the Cardinal. We have the Gila Monster. We've done video on the Cardinal and the King Snakes. The Gila Monster is almost done. The Gila Monster, what's cool is you don't have to modify the skid. You can use stock skid. So that kit's pretty nice. And let's see if I can actually get this guy in there. All right, I did it. Yeah, so TRX 4M, lots of extremely capable chassis. You know, a lot of the SCX 24 guys will be like, ew, gross. 18 scale. I love them. I love these two. The SCX 24 is awesome, right? But man, the 18 scales are a little bit easier to work on because they use the 2 mil and the 2.5 mil screws in certain areas. This stuff is so small. It's 1.4 stuff. But if you got good tools, I use primarily MIP. Their stuff's super nice. Not the cheapest, but works really good. Had mine for years. Theirs is good, but the little guy just came out with a really nice kit that has, you know, a bunch of different stuff. Oh man, did I just hose that up? I did. Let's see if I can kind of pull it back into shape. So let's see. Get this guy in here. Go lower. You're gonna be 50? Okay, I'm 46, so I'm not the youngest either. And my eyes seem okay. My eyes are good up close. Not good far away, man. Not good far away. Yeah. So I feel you. I definitely feel you. This little stuff is not the easiest. I've been doing it for a while, you know, so you get used to it. But yeah. But like I said, TRX Forum, very capable platform. I don't like them stock. I'm not a big fan of like the stock chassis setups or any of that stuff. But I think the aftermarket has done. I mean, there's some good stuff out there, you know. But when you start getting into that, you got to definitely get into the. You're going to be doing custom links, all that other stuff. But RC Steve 710 makes all the makes links everywhere. Makes all really nice stuff. So can't go wrong there. So okay. So next, let's get our we'll get our front shocks in. I don't know. We might have to do. Drop that spacer, so now I gotta go get spacers. I haven't seen a ton of hardware kits out there for like the TRX 4M stuff yet. That are like, I'm hoping, because the little guy's working on some 4M stuff too. You know, they hoping that they do some hardware kits. That would be super cool. Just make sure. Go with these. Okay, I'll have to replace. Those are for larger. Okay. 12 mil. And these are gonna go second down. All right, so these, based on where we've had everything tuned wise on this truck, gonna go in this lower hole. Nice. Okay. One more 12 mil. Get this thing in here. And bam. Look at that. I'm gonna let you know too, 4M stuff, little guy doesn't have any chassis kits for it, but that's a not yet. So stay tuned for that for sure. So these cross braces, those are gonna go in next. And the cross braces are a blue, which we got out here. It's in 1.4 by 5. So let's get this guy in here. Get him just snug, not even snug, just get him kind of started in there. Man, we're coming to the finish. Coming to the finish line with the chassis setup. And then I'll probably do a video with swapping the electronics in because we're going to go with those awesome VTEC ESC and the VTEC RevTech motor. Love this thing. I'll snug them up. And we'll get this upper body mount on. I also use it for the limit strap. These are same size. These guys started on there. I'm actually going to speed it up for us. I'll come back and show you what the finished product looks like. Get them kind of on there. Got those started in there, and then we'll tighten them up. So you got a couple options when you're looking at like brushless setups for the 4M. FureTech makes really nice stuff overall. Always been happy with them. Because they've got the micro Komodo. With the, when it comes to, I'm going to be honest, when it comes to super duper smooth, like if you want super smooth, it's really in the ESC. And the smoothest I have used is, I'll show you in 2 seconds, because that's what's going to go into this. Is a VTEC. This is a VTEC Escape 32. So Victor at VTEC makes these. They are super duper nice, super duper smooth. You can set up what BEC you're going to run. Depending on your servo, I run the high voltage because I run either a little guy servo or the No Superior Designs RS100. But this servo, the VTEC Escape 32, awesome. They're not the cheapest, but you want the smoothest. This is by far the smoothest, period. You're not going to find anything smoother. And the next option would be, I really like the Hobby Wing. I think it's called the Micro 24 combo. Their motor ESC combo is pretty good. Actually, I think I might have that in here. This is my daughter's Eliminator that we built for her. This thing has, it has the Hobby Wing ESC, the Quick Run 24 ESC, but this has a Micro Komodo. This is just the little guy branded Micro Komodo. It's a FureTech motor. This is a great motor. So you can't go wrong with any of the FureTech motors are usually pretty good. The Micro Komodo is a great one. They make it for the 4M. I think they make a cedar for the 4M too. The cedar's a good one. VTech makes some new motor, the RevTech, and but I don't know if his will fit a 4M. I haven't tried it yet. So yeah, by far, I think the Hobby Wing will fit in a 4M. I've done it. I've used that on a few of the builds, so I like that. That whole combo is a great combo. But if you went with that motor, if you went with the Hobby Wing motor or the FewerTech Micro Komodo for a 4M and did it with the Escape 32, that's going to be your smoothest setup. That's what I have in the blue King Snake chassis. Has an Escape 32 with a Hobby Wing motor, and I am in love with it. So, man, we got a chassis, guys. Look at this thing. Look at all that breakover in the back with those double bend links that Steve made. They are just wicked. So next up, now you're gonna put your sliders on. And your sliders just go in here. You got 2 screws there, and then just bolt in. And that's it. So that's your little guy comp frame chassis. That's how to go throw them together. I think try to give you a few little tips and tricks here to go do it. But yeah, guys, I appreciate folks joining in. Trey 24 Yep joined in for a little bit. That was awesome of him. I really appreciate his support. And man, keep it up. Have fun. Go have an awesome weekend. Catch you on the next one.